Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Georgiman and I'm your friendly neighborhood anime and manga fan. I love all things anime and all things manga, and I'm here today to talk about Berserk chapter 379. So, what did I think about this week's chapter? I'm just gonna straight up say it. I love this week's chapter. This week's chapter was jam-packed with a lot of good stuff. Specifically, if you're a Farnese fan, which for me, I am in the camp of, I believe in Farnese supremacy. And this week's chapter really showcased just how much growth she's gone through the entirety of the story, and just all, especially the accomplishment that she's able to do in this chapter. Just how far she's gone into her magic, and I'm very proud of her. As well as we get to see a lot of setup for next chapter involving Guts, and it seems like something big's gonna happen with him. Now, before I go any further with this week's chapter, I just want to give you guys a quick reminder to make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you guys can be up to date with all my Berserk as well as all my anime and manga content that I be providing in this channel. It really helps out a lot, and I would really appreciate it if you guys could subscribe to my YouTube channel. So if you guys could, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get into this week's chapter. So I would be a fool if I didn't mention from the get-go that this week's chapter starts out with a beautiful color page spread, a color page of Farnese, and the rest of the crew, Isidro, Serpico, Asan, or should I say Mr. Mustache. And this color page was beautiful. I think Surugaga did an amazing job illustrating it. So I just wanted to note it. I'm gonna definitely put it as the thumbnail of this chapter review. But now actually getting into the chapter, the meat and potatoes of it. We start off the chapter where we left off last time, which was pretty much the trolls invading all of the Kushan Empire, and we see that Isidro and Puck, they're terrified. They're like, what the heck? And you see all these trolls just spawning in, and Isidro is ready to run for he's running for dear life. He's out of here. My man is really about to dip. He says, nah, I'm not doing any of this. I already experienced trolls before. I'm not doing this again. So you see Puck is like, wow, over there, scary cat, going in this alley. And you see that eventually they sort of get cornered. And as all that is happening, who comes to rescue Isidro and Puck? The GOAT himself, the undisputed strongest character in the verse, Mustache Knight, aka Asan. And honestly, this was great. I got a good laugh out of this because Asan, aka Mustache Knight, hasn't really done anything for a while. And when I mean a while, I mean like more like a very long time. My man just kind of been like a gag character in the background, and he hasn't really had any time to shine as of, like I said, as of many years, I would argue. So it was great seeing him, stepping in, kicking some troll butt in, destroying them, slaughtering them. And it was great seeing that. And Isidro, he even makes a little snarky comment. He was like, wow, you're about to dip? He's like, no, I'm the Mustache Knight. I'm here to protect y'all. And he's like, are you going to fight or are you going to run away, little boy? And then, Isidro's like, nah, get out of here, boy. I was not going to run. So that was a nice little interaction between the two of them. Also, a thing I wanted to point out is that I really like how Surugaga has, drawn Puck a lot, like a lot of Puck. Not like chestnut Puck when he's all cartoony. No, like genuinely, how Puck literally looks. I like how they started drawing him more often like that. That's just my little preference on it. I love chestnut Puck, but I do appreciate seeing like the regular version of Puck, especially being drawn as of late. So mad props to them. But as the chapter continues, we catch up back with Salat and Rakshas and their fight. And this fight is Rakshas is just kind of like destroying everything, and you see these elephant magical beasts kind of being startled and all that, and Rakshas is like, yeah, you're screwed, man. And as all this is happening, you see that Salat very strategically goes, hey, Daiva, tab me in to the entirety of the Kushan Empire. Let me hear them, because I want to make sure that they hear what I'm saying, because right now this is very essential to what's going to happen in this in this battle, and I want everybody to hear what I'm about to say. And Daiva's like, okay, young lord, I will do that. And as he does that, we pretty much see everybody in the Kushan Empire be able to telepathically hear what Salat is saying. And what Salat is saying is pretty much to the entirety of the Kushan Empire, like, hey, like, fight. This is an attack from the Hawk of Light. He's invading our territory. Now, men, pick up your arms and weapons and fight. And this was great. Salat gives him like a hype speech to make everybody unanimously get into battle, and that's what they exactly do. They get prepared. You see some of the Kushan civilians start fighting these trolls, and this was great. And as all that is happening, the cherry on top is that who comes in to make the miraculous save for the kingdom when everything seems to be dark and everything seems to be going to pretty much being destruction and eradication of the Kushan Empire? That GOAT, my queen, the greatest of all time, Farnese, shows up. And my girl Farnese shows up, and she had aura, man. Like, my girl just walked in there and she cast a spell, and oh my goodness, you see the improvement of Farnese is ridiculous. Like, she has been such a fast learner when it comes to magic that now I'm wondering, you know, give it 50 years from now, would she be somebody as powerful as, like, I don't know, a Flora or a Shirke currently? Like, who knows? Because her, you know, I think that her magical potential is untapped even to this day, because what she's able to accomplish, you know, from this summon, that, by the way, this illustration was great. And as she summons this, what she does with this spell, she summons a bunch of light pillars from everywhere, and this light is just eradicating, you know, and destroying the goblins, or not the goblins, the trolls. And this is similar to, like, I think that it's just sending them back to, like, you know, the astral realm and all that, but it's eradicating them. And a quick thing to note is that apparently she conquered the 4 like elemental things or whatever. I forget what the names are, the 4 kings of the elements or something. But that pretty much, that's the same thing that Shirke does in a large scale, where she's just able to, like, annihilate trolls and all that. She's able to tap that herself. So I think that it was going to be really cool once Shirke, you know, reawakens, that she will be able to see what her apprentice has done. And I think she's going to give her, you know, a great congratulations, a big hug, you know, even a thumbs up. And I can't wait to see that panel when it eventually does happen, because it's going to make me cry. Just seeing, you know, Farnese being so happy about her and confident about her skills, which was great to see. And as all that is happening, we see the rest of the crew, you know, the Serpico reunites with Farnese. You know, Roderick is there. And as all this is pretty much going down, you see that Salad is like, nah. Rakshas, I see you trying to run away. I'm not letting you, you know, slide by. And you see that eventually Rakshas is able to be taken down to some regard by Salat. Salat gets a nice hit. He cracks the mask. And this was great. Like, that Salat was, you know, he was also slaughtering some of the other trolls around. And Salat, man, my man has been proving why he's a top combatant in this universe. Like, I mean, we know that he doesn't have a behemoth. He's not super broken. But from a physical point of view, as if he's just a regular dude that's been training, similar to like a Rock Lee or something, like, my man has done a stellarly job portraying just how much of a badass he is, which I love. And pretty much what happens after that is that as Salad, you know, gets this nice hit on Rakshas, Rakshas proceeds to just run away. Like, my man does not want any beef. Like, my man just runs away. And an interesting thing to note is that, you know, he's trying to get out of here because he knows that, you know, the light is everywhere. And I'm sure that if he gets hit by that light, you know, he will be annihilated. So he's trying to run away. And, you know, he's like, I gotta go somewhere where there's like darkness, somewhere where there's like no light whatsoever. And it's like, yeah, I know where to go. And an interesting thing to note is that Salad picks up on this pretty much almost instantaneously, where he's like, I know exactly where he's heading. Like, we cannot allow that. And the next panel is pretty much, you know, we catch up with Guts in his cell, and who's there? We see that pretty much Rakshas has gotten down there, and you see Rakshas's like shadow hovering over Guts, you know, helplessly, as he's still trapped. And that's pretty much how the chapter ends, in this very big cliffhanger type of way, which a lot of the chapters have been doing. But this one specifically, because you're like, oh no, what's gonna happen? Is Rakshas gonna, like, you know, gaslight Guts to even tap into his darkness as well? I've seen some theories out there, some wild theories, that Rakshas will try to like wear himself on Guts, and perhaps Guts gets like a new power up. I know that's a crazy take that I've seen some people already speculating online. I personally don't think that will happen, but I'm sure that it would make a sick, you know, figure or a statue or something. But I don't personally think that's gonna happen. I think what's gonna happen is most likely that Salat will either Guts will get his mojo back and, you know, take down Rakshas, or something along those lines, because I don't know. There's a lot of elements coming in, you know, to this final conclusion of what it seems to be this invasion of Kushan, of the Kushan Empire, which I'm very excited to see. And I'm most excited to see Guts finally being able to get up, because it's been like 7 chapters now that he's been depressed and trapped. So I just want to see my man, you know, come back and be the old Guts. So yeah, let's hope for that. Let's hope for the best. But with all that being said, what did you guys think about this week's chapter? Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? Did you guys thought it was alright? Whatever you guys thought, let me know in the comment section down below. Also, thank you so much for sticking all the way to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more Berserk, as well as more anime and manga content in the near future. But yeah, with all that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.